Okay, something a little bit different today. I'm going to show you. This is today's October 24th. This is right near where I live, my neighborhood in Broward County, Florida. And last week I went through the neighborhood and I was a little surprised because although I did see some campaign signs on yards here in Broward, which by the way is very heavily Democrat county. It's actually the most Democrat county in the state. Although I saw a lot of campaign signs, I saw like two presidential campaign signs. One was for Biden. There's one, I don't know, I don't remember if that's the one I saw, is the straight ahead there. And I saw one for Trump, and that was it. Although I just thought it was kind of strange. So I thought I'd give it another week, and here we are. And I'm going to go on a brief run through. Oh, and this neighborhood, just to give you an idea, this is just a guesstimate. I would say demographically, it's about, I'd say 60% black, mostly of Caribbean origin, about 20% Hispanic, and about 20% non-Hispanic white and other. And their others could be South, like my neighbors from India, for example. So that would be other. All right, anyway, here we go. So here, this is, I don't remember if this is the Biden sign I saw last week, but there aren't too many. So we're going to start off, we're going to give it to Biden here. But overall, very few campaign signs, almost none, I mean, virtually none for any presidential candidate, as you can see. See here, it's a nice neighborhood. Really not going to see. You would think with being a heavily Democrat county. Oh, here, okay, here, typical. Now here's three campaign signs, and not one of them is for a presidential candidate. Oh, one thing, Richard Campbell. Oh, wait a minute, re-elect? Oh my God. Okay. I actually voted for Campbell yesterday. Okay, now there again. We see more campaign signs across the street. I actually met Mr. Campbell yesterday. I early voted with my wife, and he was a nice guy, but, you know, he told me he was in the campaign to lower taxes in this area. Like, wait a minute. I think he's running for a commissioner or something. If he's been in office, why hasn't he done it already? Well, all right. He was. The reason why I voted for him, he was just a nice guy because he gave me a sheet with a whole bunch of candidates on it. Right at the top was Biden Harris. So I said, I don't like that up at the top. He said, oh, that's okay. It's okay. You can just vote for me. And he seemed like a nice guy, so I gave him my vote. That was a nonpartisan thing. Here again. See, this is very typical. We're seeing a lot of campaign signs, but not for the president. I started off on purpose with a presidential campaign sign, but you know, you would think, you know, like there's basically, let's face it, no enthusiasm at all for Biden. If there was going to be any enthusiasm for Biden, you would see it here in Broward County. And yet, look, here. Now here again, see all these campaign signs, but all for local stuff, which is really weird to me. And I know there's one Trump. Let's see if I'm going to see if I can show you the Trump sign later. It might be the only Trump sign we see. In fact, that what you saw before, that might have been the only Biden sign. Because like I say, last weekend I went through the area and I did see one Biden. I told you one Trump sign. That might have been the one Trump sign. So here we go. See, here's some more. There's some more campaign signs. So let's you know, let's just take a look. I'm just giving you guys a little view of what it's like on the ground here. You know, I mean, basically a lack of. I just saw a house with an American flag. You know, that could be a Trump voter there, but you know. Like me, you think I'm going to put a Trump sign out? Yeah, I don't want my car keyed. You know, that could happen. I mean, but this neighborhood is a very good neighborhood. I don't think anybody would do anything, but you know, why take the chance? And plus, Yeah. Oh, here, Ray Martin. There. See, now here again. You see this? This is so typical. We got campaign signs, but where's the signs for presidential candidates, or specifically for Biden? I don't see it. I started out on purpose on the one Biden sign that I'm pretty sure that's what the one I'm pretty sure that was the sign I saw last week, because I did remember doing a drive-through, seeing a Biden and seeing a. Now I'm gonna I'm gonna try and remember what street it was where I saw the Trump sign, since it looks so unusual, in this area here. Gotta give the guy credit for having the guts to put up a Trump sign. There, see, again, campaign signs, but where are the presidential campaign signs? Don't see them. Here we go. Ray Martin. See? Okay. Oh, here. Nope. See? You'll see. Like I said, you'll see campaign signs. But there's another one. Campbell, who I gave my vote to. See? Oh, by the way. Okay. So I just don't see. I mean, is there any enthusiasm for? We know there's no enthusiasm for Biden. There might be some for Trump, but they're not going to say it. Who wants to? Okay, what I'm going to try to do is, I think this might be the street. Yeah. Okay, I think this is the street. I think we're going to see it. The reason why I remember is I think there was I saw the Trump sign where there was a back to blue flag. Now here's an American flag. I'm gonna put that guy down for Trump. Just doesn't want to get his car keyed, so he doesn't have the Trump sign up. This could be a Trump supporter too. American flag. Who knows? But I did see it. I think it was in front of I'm trying to remember. I think it was in front at a house where they had a. Here's some folks getting ready for Halloween. Okay, anyway, let me try to find it. I'll be right back. Okay, no, I still couldn't find that. Maybe I'll still find it, but I honestly, last week I did see that Trump sign. I remember it because I think it was right in front of a house that had a back to blue flag, American flag with the blue stripe. But, by the way, there are a lot of American flags out, which to me indicates support for Trump. You don't see too many left-wing Democrats say here flags. Now they're like me; they don't put the Trump sign out, but American flag is a pretty good indicator which way they're going to vote. Here, right across the street from me. Here's another one right across the street from each other. So. I guess maybe I should put an American flag up in front of my place. Actually, I did have one, but I don't know what happened to it. So here, I mean, this is it. This is heavily Democrat Broward County, and what have we seen? One Biden sign, and that was the one I remembered from last week. And let's take another drive-through. Maybe I'll still find that Trump sign, but the guy might have. Maybe I did pass it, and the guy just had some problems and took it down. Who knows? But the big news here is the lack in a heavily Democrat Broward County neighborhood, the almost complete lack of any enthusiasm for Biden. So we're gonna just go around another block or two. So no campaign signs here. If we do see campaign signs, more than likely it's gonna be just for local candidates. Oh, here's an American flag. Hey, guess what? I'm writing that down for Trump. That's a Trump voter. you know, that's a Trumpista. So we don't see. Just a little point of reference here. See all these coconuts? When you get a hurricane, or not necessarily a hurricane, but like let's say a hurricane comes nearby, like with Irma, you know what you call that up there? That's water source. Those coconuts all come down, and then you just open them up. You got yourself fresh water, coconut water. All right. Anyway, oh, and some food too. I can go on and on about coconuts, so I won't do it now. There. Here you can get the coconuts, you just barely reach up, right? So, really? I'm not saying people aren't going to vote for Biden. I mean, so what I've seen in the one thing here, just a point of reference about Broward County. We have a new supervisor of elections now. The old one they got rid of. You might have heard about her. She, you know, with the votes coming in late, trickling in the 2018 election, they replaced her with somebody that's actually honest. And so normally in Florida, Broward County is always the last one to report. Even though the Panhandle counties, which are on Central Time, start counting their votes an hour later. Broward always trails them because they're just like in 2016. What happened is Broward just kept holding back their votes, but because Trump was ahead by a margin over 100,000, they couldn't manufacture enough votes. So they probably put a call through to Javits Center. They said, look, we can't do it. So that's it. This time I don't think we're going to have that problem. So I'm not really that worried about Florida this year. There, see, here, Ray Martin. All right, so you get a kind of a picture of what's going on here. Just, you know, nothing earth-shaking, but in a way, you would, like I say, it's the most heavily Democrat county in Florida, and yet what? The one Biden, and the only reason you were able to see that is I remembered where that was from last weekend. So just one last pass through here. I don't see. I don't know. I wish I could have shown you the Trump sign, because that was just so unusual, but I can't find it. There, American flag. That's Trump voter. A Trump voter that doesn't want his car to get keyed. Now, from what Brian Craig, he's up in Boca Raton, he tells me he sees a lot of Trump signs, including in his yard. That's the co-host of the Steve Kane Show. But just thought I'd give you a little rundown of what's going on here. And like I say, nothing earth-shaking, just a little bit of information on the election situation.